Yeah, I thought we got off to a great start tonight. I really liked the way we played in the first period. And even the second period, we got that power play goal, and I liked the energy, but then we let them right back in the game on that next shift. Finished the period pretty well. And then the third period, they were a desperate hockey team, and I thought we were good for portions of it, but we also had some untimely turnovers, I think, that gave them some great chances. So Callum made some big saves. We got a really high-end performance out of Hudson tonight. And, I was really happy for the seniors that they were able to get that win on senior night. But we'll have to regroup and try to get better for tomorrow, because it's going to be a tough game up at Matthews, that's for sure.
What did you like from Hudson so much tonight?
It was a typical Hudson Schandor game, right? He just does all the little things. He made some great plays. He made a great pass to John Spetz, who took it to the net on that first goal. Second goal was the power play goal. And then the third goal was, he came off the bench, I think, on a change, and really nice finish. He got the goalie leaning one way and went back the other way for the goal. So I thought, typical Hudson Schandor game.
Going off of that, I know you could probably talk about this for hours, but just talk about the impact of Hudson Schandor on this program for 5 years.
Yeah, I've been saying it continually that he's. I've been blessed here with a lot of great captains. When I look back, even starting with Billy Latta, Derek Pratt, Ryan Tyson, guys Wyatt Newpower, some really awesome captains, and it would be hard for me to say which one was the best, but if I had to have that conversation, Hudson Schandor is in the conversation for sure. 3-time captain. He's a 3.4 student, 3-time Hockey East All-Academic, probably going to be 4-time Hockey East All-Time Academic. So I think he embodies exactly what a student athlete should be, and we're so lucky to have him.
Penalty kill had another shutout. That's 2 in a row, and I think before that you'd given up a goal in 4 or 5 games. Just what's that unit been doing better recently?
Well, we didn't take a lot of penalties, which was nice tonight, but they're trying to stay connected when they play. That's the biggest thing with a penalty kill. You have to stay connected, and it doesn't matter whether you want to go aggressive or whether you want to be passive or whether you want to do a push down. The entire unit has to work together in sync, because if someone goes off script, that's when the seams open up and you get yourself in trouble. So I thought they did, pretty good job tonight, but I was more happy about our discipline.
With Mulvaney's goals tonight, he gave the single season goal scoring leader in the Hockey East era. Can you just talk about how just in his second year, the amount of offensive firepower he's been able to bring to this team?
He's had a great year. I think that line itself they've been really, really good since they've been put together. But Joey's a competitor. He competes. He's another one. The thing I like the most about that line, they don't trade chances. If you look at those Corsi numbers, which essentially is when you're on the ice, how many chances do you give up? And when you're on the ice, how many chances do you create? They are a big plus. They just don't trade chances. You see some top lines that can score a lot of goals, but they trade chances, and they don't play a lot of defense. That line plays defense.
You've been spoiled past month, having quite a few home games. Now at the final 2 of the season being on the road, what is the importance of the focus here now, going to different venues and closing the season out strong?
Well, I think the focus tomorrow night is we're trying to win a weekend series. So I think that's where our focus is. Now, we were on the road for January, and we had a pretty good record in January. So I think good teams have to be able to play home, on the road. It doesn't matter where you play. You have to stick to your process and play your game.
And just out of curiosity, how often do you think of or refer to Tage Thompson previously having the record that Joey had tonight? I don't know if that's a stat that you frequently refer to.
Not often.
No.
I don't think about those things often. I tell the kids all the time that no one's going to hold a reunion for a 20-goal scorer, all right? But they will if you have a championship trophy. So I'm happy for him, and don't get me wrong, I think it's fantastic, and I'm so happy for Joey. I'm happy for Hudson that he's the all-time leading he's the all-time leading scorer here. Those things are great, but it's the trophies and the championships that will bring you back to campus 20 years from now.
I would imagine when you recruited him, you thought Cal would be good, but has he even exceeded expectations this year?
Well, he's only played 11 games, but he's been good in those games. But Tyler Muselik's been good too.
No.
So we're really fortunate to have two strong goaltenders. And yeah, he keeps working at his game and he keeps getting better, and it's a nice luxury to have. That's for sure.
Yeah, these guys are like so I won't say selfless, right? Whenever they have anything kind of come their way as far as praise, like Mo Downey, they deflect it always to their teammates. Like how like team first is everybody on
Well, I think you answered the question. So if they're doing that, then then it's sinking in, I guess, that the team's more important. I think that they understand that. They understand that the wins and the ability to compete for Hockey East Championship and the ability to make the national tournament, which this program's never done, that's way more important than the 20 goals. You had a question?
How much do you think Hudson's really impacted the two young guys on his line?
He impacts everybody he plays with. I remember his sophomore year when we went to the Garden, Ryan Torberg, it wasn't by accident that Ryan Torberg had a breakout season that year either. When Hudson's playing on your line, he steadies the ship. And, yeah. I think I've said a lot about him. I don't know what else more I can say.
Anything else for Coach, guys?
Third period, as you mentioned, that's been an issue at times this year where you talked about having a younger team and just figuring out how to close games. Do you think they were able to stem the tide a little bit and kill off the game in a more front foot manner tonight?
Yes and no. I think there was some turnovers that if they converted on them, it would have been a different game. But we're a work in progress, Dan. We're never, ever going to be completely perfect. We just have to keep continuing to work on things and learn from them and make sure they don't hurt us later on.
Does it feel extra nice to get a win on senior night?
Yeah, always. I think that's always a game you want to get a win in. But I thought we stayed in the moment. I don't think anyone kind of got distracted from the main goal. It was a huge weekend for us. Massive league points, and everyone stayed on task and stayed focused. We don't hide the fact of anything in this room, right? If something's going on, it's made aware. So everyone was aware kind of the scale of this game, but everyone just kind of stayed even keel and stuck to the plan.
Who was your crew that you ended here?
Oh, I had my parents were here, and then I had 5 buddies out, like my 5 best buddies from back home, kind of came out to visit, and I think they had a little bit of fun at Ted's before the game. So I think they took their shirts off after I scored. That wasn't a pretty sight for anyone, to be honest. So, yeah, no, I love those guys. Appreciate their support so much. It means the world to me. So, yeah, it was awesome.
What do you think of your two younger linemate? They keep you young?
Yeah, they do. I need them, to be honest. They keep me young. But, yeah, the talent that those two possess is magical. I think it starts with our bond away from the rink. I think, we spend as much time together as anyone on our team, and that genuine care and love that we have for each other, I think it carries out onto the ice. I'd do anything for those two guys, and I know that they wouldn't hesitate to do the same for me. So having that bond is really special. It has been all year, and it's paying dividends for us.
Are you roommates?
One building over in Hilltop, so technically, yeah.
Obviously, this program's had a huge impact, or you've had an impact on this program. How has this program had an impact on you?
Oh, it's meant the world. I think when I first got recruited here, I don't think expectations of me were too high, and expectations of myself, I think a lot of self-doubt. But these guys gave me the world. They gave me every opportunity to succeed, and the least I can do is kind of try and help navigate and help them get to the next level. And all these guys are chipping in and doing the right things, and it's a pleasure to be a leader for these guys.
Well, when last season ended, you weren't decided to come back right away, right?
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of a period of uncertainty for everyone, I think. But I think, I had a great talk with Coach. I think it was a week or two following the end of the season, after all the kind of chaos ensued. And I just didn't want to go out after last year the way that it ended. Put in too much time to this place to have it just end kind of the way it did last year. So to see us kind of bounce back the way we are this year and success we're having means the world to me.
I know you're a wins over anything guy, but you are now the Hockey East era in career points, career assists, and single season assists. What does that mean?
Yeah, no, it means the world. There's a lot of really talented players that have come through here. Somebody like Jakob Condolet comes to mind right away. Johnny Evans had an unbelievable year. Ryan Schwarberg. So, to kind of do it for those guys and build off those guys, it means the world to me once again. Yeah, I love it. It's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun this year with those two guys, bringing those two guys back up. Yeah, it's been special.
Shandy, before you shot that puck, what were you thinking when you played goal?
Our goalie coach Vince does a great job kind of running us through opposing goalies every week. And, low phone's kind of been automatic for our team this year. So thought, why not give that shot a try? And it worked out pretty well.
Awesome. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. Thanks.
Did you come off the bench on that? That's a coach like.
Yeah, I did. I came off the bench and I think it was Fraze had a just dog on a bone mentality on the forecheck and just relentless, cause a turnover. And when you get the puck in Richard's hands with a little bit of time and space, it's a problem for other teams. So as soon as I saw it in his hands, kind of just tried to bolt to the backside of the ice. Got a little space, and he's a really good goalie. We have a lot of respect for him. So just kind of tried to keep it low. Big guy, and yeah, snuck in.
Did you see your boy's Sam's shirt live, or did you hear about that later?
No, I heard about that later. I didn't see it too long. No, it was Ben Schneider told me that they were having a little fun up there. So.